Alright boys, Gilberto here, and today we are back with a new tier list on the fastest way to 8K per month online methods in 2025. And I'm gonna cover what I think is the best model, or which one I think are the best models, why, and also I'm just gonna quickly touch my experience so you have a full spectrum essentially of what it works. And yes, it's gonna be a bit biased because I have my own beliefs, and whoever you thinks that it's just gonna be completely neutral is lying to you. No one is going to be completely neutral. They're always going to try to influence you. So I'm going to do the same, but at least I'm ethical about that, right? So let's start with the one that is the most famous nowadays. The one that I see most people doing completely unsuccessfully because they have no idea what they're doing, and also because it's not suitable for beginner. And this is personal brand. So personal brand, in my opinion, if you're a beginner, go straight into the C tier. It will go in the S tier in the case you already have experience, you already have something. But if you're a pure beginner and your goal is to make 8K per month as soon as possible, personal branding, straight into the C tier. I'm going to tell you why. So with personal branding, it sounds great. It sounds like, yeah, people pay me because they want my, yeah, sure. But the reason why people pay you is because you have some sort of knowledge or results that people want to replicate. And that's why they pay you, so you can help them achieving the same results. But if you just start out, what kind of results do you have? Nothing. Like, I'm gonna be humble, like it's fine. You have nothing. You have nothing to sell to the market. You have no knowledge, no results, literally nothing. There are a few cases where, for example, yes, you are like, I don't know, a gym, like a personal trainer, you have an amazing physique and you teach other people how to become, go in shape. Yeah, okay, that's a specific case. I see how it can work. But in other cases, if you're starting from zero, you have no business model, why you even create a personal brand? It makes zero sense. You have no knowledge, no skills, nothing that people could actually be interested into. So why even do that? It's a waste of time for the most part. Like 90% of people that try that at the beginning are going to fail because they have nothing to sell to the market. No knowledge, no experience, nothing, right? And that's fine. I'm not saying like you have to be ashamed of that. That's fine. But just be realistic with yourself and say, okay, I have nothing to sell. So creating a personal brand at the beginning is a waste of time. Now, if you're a smart person, what you should do is picking one of those business models and documenting your journey, so you're simultaneously creating a personal brand while actually creating a business or learning a skill or something. Then it makes sense because your business is not going to be the personal brand itself. Your business is learning the skill or creating this online business model like SMA, whatever. And then on the side, you are creating your personal brand, which at some point, once you're going to succeed with your main core business, then you can pick up the personal brand as well that you have created throughout time and then start teaching other people what you do. And in this case, you already have an audience, which is great. That's the smart way to do it. But focus solely on the personal brand, like people tells you, at the early stage, you're going to fail. Trust me, you're going to fail. It's not going to work. Second to that, we have video editing. Video editing, in my opinion, go to the B tier. And the reason why I have an Indian guy here is not casual. The reason why I have an Indian guy is because most people that have Reels or YouTube or whatever, they hire people for the third world countries, Philippines, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, whatever, because they still speak okay English and they can do the job for a third of the price. And so if you're a video editor from a first world country, Europe, America, whatever, it's going to be quite hard for you to compete because those people simply charge nothing. They charge like 20% of your prices, right? And they almost deliver the same. Now, I can see how this can actually become useful if you speak like a specific European language. Let's say, for example, you're German and then you just work with German client. Then this could potentially be something that you can even go to the A tier because again, it's just you, right? But I don't see how this can really scale to 8K per month. I feel like most of the video editors that I've met are probably stuck between like 3 and 5, and they are heavily involved with workload, meaning that you don't have leverage because you need to spend time physically editing the video, obviously, and that it just takes a lot of time, man, a lot of time, and so you can't scale. Like the only way you can scale is to charge your prices, like charge higher, but then not all the clients are going to be willing to do that, obviously, meaning that you're probably going to end up still making 5K per month, just working a little bit less because you increase your prices. But scaling past 8K per month, 10K per month with video editing, I think it's nearly impossible. But I think it's great to begin with because, again, you have low entry barrier. Like essentially you just need to learn a skill. Doesn't cost you anything, just cost you time. But again, you're exchanging time for money. So for this reason, I think it goes in the B tier. I think it's all right, but I think there are better business models, such as, for example, closing. If you become a charismatic chat closing person, you just close deals left and right, you work for a high-ticket company remotely, you can make a lot of money. And you can probably end up making 8 to 10K per month if you become great at that, right? Probably even more if you actually close like big deals. But I think it's super doable to actually go to 8K per month with closing. Now, the problem with closing, just like video editing, is that you don't have leverage. Meaning that, yes, you get paid a fat percentage of every deal, and so you can make a lot of money, but you're still exchanging your time for money, meaning that every single time, every single day, you have to come in the sales call, persuade the clients, try to get the clients to buy. And the problem also with closing is that if the leads are shit, I mean, there is nothing you can do. You can do the best lead, like the best closer in the world. If the leads are poor, they don't have the money, the leads are shit, and the business that you're working with are just providing you shitty leads, you're not going to make money because your job is 90% essentially commissions, right? Revenue share. So you need to have a business, you need to work with a business that delivers you great lead and also gives you enough volume to do so. And again, you are spending a lot of time, obviously, every single day taking calls. So for this reason, I think it goes to 8 year because again, low entry barrier, you just need to learn how to sell, essentially. It doesn't cost you anything. There is no capital to invest, just like video editing, but you can make more money if you work with a quite good company, let's say like this, right? But obviously, probably enter in the space as a closer is definitely harder than entering the space as a video editor. Video editor is even easier because, like a video editor, everyone could become a video editor. There is no really money involved. For this closing, well, the client might be a little bit skeptical about hiring you if you have zero experience because, again, every single deal you don't close is going to cost them thousands of dollars, right? So the vetting process for closing is definitely harder than video editor, but I can see how, if done correctly, if you learn the skill correctly, you can make a lot of money with this. So for this reason, I place in the 8 year. Then we have SMMA. SMMA goes straight into the 6 year as well. And the reason being is because nowadays SMMA, social media marketing agency, whatever, is so saturated. Like this business model was great in 2020. Now it's 2025. This business model is so saturated. There have been hundreds of thousands of agencies. Like there are not enough clients for all the agencies that are out there, and every single day you have a new kid, age 17, they start to create an agency because he just saw a video of him and Gazzi that he said that he can become a millionaire if he creates his own agencies, right? So again, the market is completely saturated. There are so many agencies, and you are competing with big fish, meaning that there are agencies that have so many case studies, so many clients already, and then why should the client choose you over them when they have so much experience? Well, the only way they would is if you charge less, but then you are essentially competing over commodity, which is not a great place to be in. So for this reason, I think C tier for the SMMA, it's very, very well placed. Then we got trading. Trading, I would probably place it like in the B tier, because again, I can see how this can work well if done correctly, but the risk reward that you have is very high. You can lose everything or you can make a lot of money. At the same time, you need capital to invest. Right? It's not like closing or video editing, which you can have zero capital. You actually need capital to invest at the early stage, which is not for everyone. Some people have zero money on their name, and that's fine because they may be 20 years old, whatever. And so starting with trading in that case, it's definitely not like the move. You should probably start with one of those two right here. Okay. But if you already have some cash on the side, let's say you have 10K on the side, and you're just trying now to make some income online, well, I see how trading, if done correctly, can actually provide you like a quite solid stream of income, and then over time can really help you make like a shit ton of money, like 20, 30K per month, right? And same really goes with crypto. I think crypto and trading are very similar in terms of like how they operate. You need money to invest. You might end up losing everything, but you can make a lot back. But again, it's definitely not something that you should take in consideration if you are broke. If you're broke, start here, okay? These I place in the B tier because I see the potential there, but at the same time, it's not for everyone. Then we go media buying, which is what I do, obviously, and I'm gonna be biased, and I go straight to the S tier with this. But I'm also gonna logically tell you why. Well, with media buying, just like, for example, closing, you can make a shitload of money, right? But media buying, it's even better because you have something that is called leverage, which is something that you don't have here. So leverage essentially means that my time is not tied up to the value that I provide. So to give an example, I could spend 30 minutes inside another account that is spending $100,000 per month, and I could generate them $200,000, okay, ROAS of 2. And I could get paid 3% of what I generate, that's $3,000. Amazing, right? And again, I only spent 30 minutes because my time is not related to the value I provide. If the other account is structured correctly and everything is done correctly, I can just leave it running. The machine is gonna do the job for me. I just have to check sometimes here and there, and then everything is fine. And the competition as a media buyer is extremely low, Whereas with video editor and closing, you have a lot of competition. With media buying, the competition is zero. So essentially, what I've done, because I'm a media buyer, that's what I do, that's what the channel is about. I partnered with agencies, so agencies like this one, that are already established. So no new agencies that are already been running for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe they're already making 50, 100K per month. They already have like 10 to 20 clients, whatever. And they need someone like myself, a media buyer, that can take care of their clients' ads, because obviously they have, like the agency owner have other priorities like sales call, outreach, blah, 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 blah. You cannot really focus on the service delivery. But at the same time, the person that is going to take care of their clients' ads needs to be like a top notch, because if the media buyer, so the person they hire essentially to run the ads, is shit, they're going to lose the clients because results are not there. And then the agency revenue is going to tank, right? And so they need to be very cautious as well of who they hire. But at the same time, because there are literally zero people that are doing that, for me, it's super easy to close deals. Because again, I know what I'm talking about, first of all. Second of all, no one is really doing this. And third of all, these agencies are willing to pay me a lot of money because they understand the value I provide. Again, if I deliver amazing results, the agency makes more money, the client stays forever. So they happily pay me a pretty good percentage of the revenue that they close because they see the value that I have. Again, media buying essentially is the most important role inside every agency. If the media buyer is great at what it does, the agency thrives. If the media buyer is shit, the agency dies. Simple as that. And that's how really I'm making 12K per month. And I've been doing this for 4 years. Okay, it's not something that I magically discovered. I've been doing this for 4 years with zero competition because no one is speaking about this. Well, everyone is speaking about personal branding, SMA, crypto. Yeah, sure. I found a gap, which is the media buying. I jump into it, I start making money because I found like a smarter way essentially to do things. So for this reason, again, I think it goes in the S tier. You just need to learn to run Facebook ads. You find an agency, the agency gives you a client on autopilot, the agency pays you, you scale to 8K per month relatively fast. I have students that have done it in literally less than 90 days. I have students now making 50K per month working 5 hours per day. So media buying, I think, is the GOAT. Dropshipping, E tier, fuck it. Like, don't even start it. You need a lot of money to invest. Facebook is gonna ban you. You're gonna have so many problems. It's not worth it. Just E tier. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Appointment setter is the last one I want to touch on. And this one also, in my opinion, goes into the C tier for the simple reason that appointment setter is gonna probably, I'm not sure, but probably is gonna die out in the next 1-2 years because the chatbots, you know, AI, whatever, ChatGPT, you have, I think, a tool which is called like appointment setter or like appointment, something like that, which is essentially AI in your DMs. Then you have GoILevel, which kind of does the same, it places AI in your DMs. So appointment setter is slowly dying out. And again, the problem with appointment setter is that you're not gonna make a lot of money. I never met an appointment setter that is making more than 5K per month. So if you wanna go to 8K per month as soon as possible, this is definitely not the way. And the competition is extremely high because again, everyone could have a phone and everyone could self-proclaim themselves like a appointment setter. And like I said, AI is kind of taking over. So I don't really see why really jumping into this business model. Given also the fact that you're going to spend a lot of time just following up with leads probably going to insult you, they're not going to show up. Most of your job is going to be based on commissions. And so if the leads are poor quality, you're simply going to make no money. And you have to spend 8 hours per day on a phone just texting with creeps, you know. I don't think it's a great business. And again, because it's just texting, some Indian guy or Bangladeshi, who, as long as they have basic English and access to ChatGPT, they could quote unquote steal your job because, I mean, why not, right? So I don't think it's a great business model. I think it's okay, but I think, for example, video editing or closing are way, way better business model. Given along like media buying is my opinion is absolutely best, which is why it's what I do and what I teach, right? But yeah, guys, so this was the tier list. Hope you enjoy it. If you want more videos like this, they're gonna come. If you don't want it, they're still gonna come because I enjoy making them. So this being said, down below, if you want to become a media buyer, there's gonna be a link. You can book a call with me. We can work on the whole game plan together, and I can help you scale to 8K per month in the next 90 days as a media buyer. This being said, see ya.